Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. When it comes to relationships, they're very tricky. Everyone can make that mistake in choosing a life partner. Whether you're a graduate or you're not, you can make that mistake. Even when it comes to marriage, there's no graduation. You can find that you're married to this person for over 30 years, and 30 years down the line, things crop up, and you suddenly realize you don't really know who you're married to. So, how do you know that this person is from God? How do you know that this person is not a counterfeit? Today, we're going to be looking at the signs that you can see in order to know that your partner is a green flag or a red flag partner. First thing you will notice if you've got a red flag partner is you're not equally yoked with them. A lot of people may pretend that they're Christians just in order for you to fall for them, and yet they're not equally yoked. You will notice that they will also divert any conversation when it comes to God in order not to talk about it because they are avoiding that conversation. From their conversations, you'll pick up one thing or two. Even when it comes to the places that he takes you and his friends that you get to meet, by seeing his friends, you'll know what type of person he is. There's a say that says, show me your friends, I'll know who you are. The things that they talk about. And this is a person, when you're making future plans, he's got nothing to say. He's not even involving you in his future plans. Maybe you want to have a charity organization in the future, and he's dismissing that. He's not even supporting your decision. Maybe he's not even interested in that. Or maybe give you suggestions when it comes to that. He's just laid back. All the things that you are discussing are totally opposite. You're opposite on one another. You're not equally yoked. But when it comes to a green flag partner, he may not be interested in the organization, the charity organization. But what he will do is he'll be supportive and even give you ideas and suggestions on how to go about doing that. He's a person that genuinely loves God. There's no pretense about it. He will lead you in prayers and cries in order to glorify God. He's not afraid to even pray or worship. It comes naturally. He goes to church because he wants to, not because you are suggesting that he comes to church with you. When it comes to conversations about God, you can see that he's interested in the conversation and is engaging with you. Not forcing him when it comes to those conversations. You'll also notice that you're also growing in spirit. You are learning from him as much as he's learning from you as well. This is a relationship that is going in the same direction. You will take the lead in everything to do with God. Anyone that can lead you in Christ will make a good leader at home as well. You need a person that portrays those good leading qualities. You don't want a person that you have to be leading all the time. You have to be asking him, so what are we doing now? You have to be asking him, so what are the plans for the future? A person that portrays those leadership qualities is a person that you should consider, as opposed to a person that you have to be reminding them about one thing or another all the time. And the next point is that person will respect your boundaries. When you are dealing with a red flag partner, they have no respect of your boundaries. If you tell them that you want to keep your purity until you get married, they may pretend that they are agreeing with you. And later down the line, they start revealing their true self. This is a person who's so unpredictable. One minute they support your decisions and your boundaries, and the next minute they're offended by your boundaries and they use emotional blackmail on you. They'll shift the blame on you and get defensive very easily, even when it comes to the smallest things. They easily get offended. When a person wants to sleep with you before they even get to know you, that's a red flag, because purity is only available within the boundaries of God's principle. It shows that this person doesn't respect your boundaries. The reason why you pretended to accept your boundaries was to gain your trust. You'll notice that a green flag partner has got those self-control. That is why he's not rushing you into sex, because he knows that he's going to wait until you both get married. His words and his actions are aligned. He doesn't just make promises that he cannot keep. He won't rush you into sex because he has that self-control. You'll find that you're so comfortable when you're around him because he challenges you in a good way. Even when it comes to disagreements, he handles them in a healthy way. When it comes to disagreements, they will come in once in a while and they will always be there. It's how you handle them that matters. The person that you're with, you will see if he's got self-control or not. Even with people around him, you'll notice how he behaves. And yet when it comes to a red flag partner, they have no self-control. One small thing, they're already exploding. The person that cannot control themselves then can be dangerous around you as well. You have to be very careful when it comes to this, because they may be showing some signs of abuse or maybe some signs of narcissism that you may not know. This is a person that you'll notice that they'll use those emotional blackmail on you in order to get you to bed. And when you fall on that trap and you sleep with them, suddenly they're not picking up your calls and they don't want to see you. They start ghosting you, giving them what they wanted in the first place. Sometimes they will just hang on that relationship because they know that now they can get it whenever they want to. This is a person that has got no self-control when it comes to his lust issues. When you are seeing someone that doesn't walk in the same faith as you, you'll fall into that trap. He won't be walking in purity with you. Lust is in his mind. Just like the story of Ammon, who lusted over his sister Tamar. Eventually, he raped her, and that lust turned into hate. This is what happens when you have a red flag partner that all he wants from you is sex. The minute you have sex with him, he disappears. He's ghosting you. He's not picking up your phone. He's full of excuses. The next you will notice with a red flag partner is when it comes to communication, that person doesn't communicate. He doesn't communicate about anything. Most of the time, you're the one that is asking all the questions. He's not planning to have you in his life, so he can't tell you everything. He's always busy. His schedule is always busy. You have to keep pushing for things to work out. God is clearly showing you the kind of person that you have in your life. Sometimes you will notice that he's always controlling and aggressive. Any little thing that maybe you might communicate about or maybe even complain about, he gets aggressive. He's got that his way attitude towards you because he's self-centered. He will never admit when he's wrong. He uses guilt to manipulate you instead. Even when it comes to a misunderstanding, he always wants to prove his point. He doesn't mind arguing until you give up. I'm pretty sure that this type of person did debate in school. Their arguments never stop. They'll argue until tomorrow just to prove a point. So when it comes to communication with such a person, you never get it right. You don't know where the relationship is going. They only come to you when they've just remembered that they've got somebody. And yet when it comes to a green flag partner, they communicate about everything. Even when it comes to the smallest things, you don't feel like you don't know this person because they're an open book. They tell you everything, even when it comes to their future plans, what they want to do in life. They will involve you in those future plans as well, so you don't feel like you're left out. He's available for you all the time and you don't feel uncomfortable when he's around. He's the type of person that will support and respect your decision. He won't leave you feeling confused about the relationship, like where is it going. He has the teachable spirit. If he's done something wrong, he will admit that he's wrong. He won't behave like the red partner who never admits even when they're wrong. When you are with the red partner, there's something in your gut feeling that tells you that there's something is wrong. Something is not right here. Because God speaks to us in our spirits, and God will give you that peace when you are with the right person. But when you are feeling that you don't have that peace, then God may be showing you that you're not with the right person, or something is wrong with this person. Maybe it doesn't possess any fruit of the Spirit. God is showing you that that relationship might be short-lived. He will only be available because he wants something from you. And once he gets that thing, he won't be there. This is when you find yourself constantly working on this relationship in order for things to work out, when clearly your gut feeling is telling you that something is not right here. And when he does his disappearing ex and he comes back again, he feels entitled to your time. When you are not available, you keep explaining yourself to him. And yet when he's not available, you can't communicate to him about it. You don't even know his family or his friends because you never got to meet them. This is when your gut feeling tells you something is not right here. And you need to believe in those gut feelings.